Hello everybody, we're back with another Overlord video. Today we might be heading towards the understreets for the smelter. Even though last episode I said I was going to go to this area with the priests in it, but I've changed my mind and we're actually going to go get the smelter. So that's just back in Heaven's Peak. I think this one's closer than the swamp one, so we'll be going here right now. Alright, so for this one we need to get some reds. That's what was stopping us from going there in the last episode, because we needed reds. Of course, we're going to kill all these guys in this stupid city again because they're irritating. And I can't actually be bothered listening to them. Some of our minions look like they're not going for the guys for some reason. I'm not really sure why they're not, but it's fine. So last episode I was going to go that way, but we're not going to anymore. Oh, you've got to be kidding. The Reds opened up the wall there and then died. That was not meant to happen. Alright, let's just get out of here before we lose more guys. After I saw the meter go down by 3 minions, I'm like, something's not right here. I thought the peasants were killing them. Alright, so instead of heading back that way, we have to actually just go left to this single red beetle. There's only one for some reason. No more than that. At least we still have some reds. Otherwise we'll have to go all the way back out. Alright, so this is the Understreets 2 where the second smelter is. There's only 3 in the game. There's lots of mushrooms here. Across the gap is pretty much where the smelter is. So of course we have to go the long way inside of the second part of the sewer level. Sewer levels suck. I don't like sewer levels very much. There's just so much water and they're usually annoying. Alright, so let's wreck these zombies. So this is going to give us a better opportunity to try out our flamethrower spell. It's pretty good. It's very effective. And there's plenty of mana in it as well, so we won't run out of mana very much with it. These zombies, I think, infinitely spawn in that corner there. As there's another one there. Alright. This room also has infinitely spawning zombies down there. So we have to turn this wheel here and then it opens the gate back down there, which is where all the zombies are going to conjugate, so we have to do this quickly before there's a stupid amount of zombies down there. Alright, we might lose a minion here, which is a little bit unfortunate if we do. No, we don't, but they're gonna continuously spawn still. I really want that chest though. This is blue died because none of the other minions decided to revive it. Alright, let's get out of here. This is horrible. We're just losing minions in this episode, left, right, and center. Alright, there's another chest up here, which we're obviously gonna get. More money, the better. And apparently there's a lot of zombies just hiding behind here. Blue was too busy picking stuff up instead of reviving his friends, which is very annoying, but he ended up doing the right thing. Alright, so out here is just a nice refresh center so we can get some new minions, which we really need since we're losing minions a lot more than we should. Actually, I might grab some reds for this bit, because as you can see, there's a new enemy up there.
Looks like the one in the middle has been munching on a few military brains. He's controlling the others.
The one in the middle will only throw fireballs at us and none of our minions, which is good, but not good at the same time. Because I kind of don't feel like dying to fireballs. Alright, crown minions going up. See, that fireball hurts. The only reason it hit one of our minions was because I was next to one of my minions. But we have the blues there, so he got revived, luckily. Alright, 0 losses at that bit, which is nice. I thought we were going to likely lose another minion, which would have been quite unfortunate, because I don't want to lose any more minions. I certainly don't want to have a first death here, so we have to be careful, because we've already lost a single bar and we haven't gone very far in. I don't think I'm thinking properly today. Thought that platform was flying for a sec, but it's not. Alright, so we need to spin that wheel now to open that gate. I think there's a wheel there, so we actually have to kill the guy before we go on, which makes sense. Alright, there's a lot of crates here. And a few chests. Quite a few chests. I see 3. And there's another one up here. Alright, so you might recognize something about that gap there. That's where we started. This place isn't super long.
I'm sure you don't want to be crushed by a rock giant, sire. So I suggest you find our missing smelter.
Alright, so the smelter's down this route. As you can see it there. This room's very anticlimactic.
As I suspected, Lord. There's the durium smelter. You must return it to the tower at once.
There's like no cutscene or any intense music. There's just a tiny amount of zombies in the room. And we've lost a blue.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
And there's another hole in the map there. Just leads to water, I think, down there. the green water that I think is also down here. It's almost the same color. Alright, so here's the geranium smelter. It makes some pretty nice looking gear, which we're gonna go make now.
You have retrieved a smelter, sire. More forging options are available.
Alright, so now we've completed the understreets fully, which is quite nice. Not only just the understreets 1.
The Durium smelter, sire. This can produce a much sturdier metal, which can hold more minion sacrifices. Visit your forge to find out what new recipes are available to you.
Alright, so we're gonna make a different weapon now. This axe has served us very well. It's been very helpful. Its high damage was very nice. But now we're gonna make a sword out of the durium stuff. And we're gonna have a couple reds in here. Maybe like 50 reds would be helpful. Then we'll put, I think, the rest probably browns, because we don't really want anything else in it.
Giblet, see to the master's needs.
Maybe we'll keep a bunch still, and 15 grains in. The durium sword looks pretty sick, if you can see it through that yellow mist there. It's a pretty cool looking sword. Alright, we're also going to make some armor.
Forging is restful for the mind, sire. Helps clear your head for the evil deeds ahead.
I'm not going to put any minions in the armor for now, because we don't really have very many minion lives left. The armor looks pretty sick, as you can see. But now we just need to make the helmet, which is here. The helmet only increases horde size with any minion type, which is pretty cool. Means you can have more than the normal max. Well, the normal max if you only put on the totems, which we get throughout the game. So now we've got this new drip. I think we look pretty cool.
Welcome to your forge, sire.
I like the durian armor a lot, honestly. It's my favorite type of armor. Maybe, I think. But my favorite type of weapons
This is your
are
armory,
different.
sire, where you can store your armor and weapons.
So we used to have this stuff, and I've got the newer stuff. It looks much better, I reckon. Helmets, we used to have this one, and now we've got this one. I'm not sure which one I prefer there. The weapons, we started with this one, and then we got this one, and now we have this durium sword, which looks pretty cool, if you can see it through that. The armor effects, it's pretty nice. I accidentally clicked off there. But it does increase defense, mana, regen, and health. The regen is quite helpful, honestly. I like using the regen on armor. It comes in help later. Alright, so we've pretty much run dry on money now. But that won't be too much of a problem later.
Leader of the minion army.
So now that we've got all the hives, we can go check out the lines that Null has for every minion type.
Welcome to the spawning pit, master.
So if we go to these, it does lines like this.
Minions. They're never ones to shy away from a fight. In fact, it's quite difficult to get them to stop. Such is their dedication to the fight that Browns can also use many different objects as weapons.
Every minion type has its own set of lines. We're going to go to the reds next.
The Tower Heart is not only the main source of your tower's power, but it also contains information on your minions.
We'll check that out in a sec. But we're going to do the reds now.
Reds aren't particularly hardy, so you mustn't let enemies get too close to them, sire. But use them in a pack, and that's a different story. A story full of flames and burning and screaming. Ah, it's good to have them back. Maybe I can get a hot meal now.
Alright, next is the greens, which are over here.
Greens can do a great deal of damage if you attach them to an enemy's back. They aren't terribly hygienic, I'm afraid, but they are good at sneaking up on things. Use them to guard an area, and they're practically invisible, as long as the enemies don't notice the smell.
Alright, lastly are the blues, which are on the opposite side over there.
The blue minions' minds appear to be on a different plane of existence half the time. When they do decide to join us on this one, their healing and magical damage skills can be most useful. They can resurrect fallen minions during battle, but blues are quite fragile, so position them carefully.
So you can see that rock there is not fully connected to the ground for some reason. About in front of us now. Alright, so lastly we're going to check up on the tower hut again. Because now that we've got all the minions, it shows how many we've lost. We've lost most browns because we made the armor, the weapon right at the beginning. Because we haven't actually lost this many minions. Like, this would have only been 14, but we used 50 in our sword. We currently only have this many, I guess, and this is how many we've got overall. And our corruption is currently at 33. So we're going to try out our new weapons and armor in the dungeon. And see what we can fight with it.
Welcome!
I said I was going to do some dungeons in the last episode, but it was getting a little bit late. Well, the video was getting a little bit long, so I decided not to. Alright, so we're going to grab a few minions out. We don't need any greens. Because we're going to do the Fallen Knights, which the greens won't be very helpful on, but the other 3 types will. There's quite a lot of these guys, but we'll take them one by one. It looks like they have some Duridium swords. They look quite similar to ours. Alright, so we'll take 4 out. And hopefully they won't wreck us. They do quite a lot of damage, but our armor is quite helpful.
Shock one up for evil!
Alright, let's grab that armor. Alright, we'll take another 3.
Shock one up for evil!
The overhead attack does a lot of damage to these guys. Alright, these guys are gonna get wrecked.
Overlord reigns supreme! Overlord wins!
Alright, we should be able to finish off these guys.
Shock one up for evil! Lose! You choose all!
Alright, no full minion losses, but 1 death. I want to check out this guy's helmet. It's going to look pretty cool. It looks kind of rusty though. So as you realise now, there's all sorts of minion colours on the stands now. There used to only be browns and not too many of them. You can also see that that spiderweb is not actually touching any surfaces, which is kind of strange, but it's happening.
Welcome
Alright, so I think we're gonna end the video now. So this episode we got the Jodium smelter and checked out some minion dialogue down in the tower heart room, or tower basement, or whatever you want to call it. So next episode we are going to go to the place where these priests stand and just vibe, and we're going to take them out and conquer them ourselves. It's an optional place and it's got a bunch of money there, so we're going to go there. So I'll see you when that happens. Bye for now.